Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. I am the Electrify Latina and today I'm going to be reviewing the Luckeep X2 commuter electric bike. This e-bike features a UL certified integrated Samsung battery. It also comes with a torque sensor, making it known for reliability, accessibility, and affordability. So with this torque sensor, it's going to be extremely competitive in the $1,300 price range. Today, I will be telling you all about its specs and we'll be putting it through its paces through all the tests that you've come to love and trust from this channel. In full disclosure, Luckeep did send me this e-bike for a review, so thank you so much, Luckeep, for trusting the Electrify Latina channel. But before we dive in, let's roll the intro. This is a very pretty e-bike. I love white e-bikes. So this is a 6061 aluminum frame, and I love the very sleek design. And the wheels look okay. But with the integrated battery, I love it a lot more than when batteries are placed on top. The really interesting thing about this bike too is that it has mounts and it's ready to be added with a second battery. So in the website, you have all kinds of choices of different size for the second battery, which is really nice. You're gonna get all the range that you want. Now, this is a commuting e-bike, so you're gonna get the whole package for commuting. So plastic fenders that are really well placed. I haven't heard any rubbing from them. Integrated lights, front and back. And they're also going to have turn signals and a rear rack that can hold up to 50 pounds. All right, so let me tell you about the components here. So for tires, we have Chaoyang 27.5 by 2.4 inches. They have a hypo skin, and that's going to make them more resilient to puncture. So they're gonna be like thicker tires here, and they have a street tread. Okay, so now for gearing, we have a Shimano 13 to 32 tooth here, and then the derailleur is a tourney, and we have a pretty beefy derailleur guard. I really like seeing that. And then we have 8 speeds in the back. I'm really happy to see this because most e-bikes in this price range and higher, they usually only have 7 gears. Okay, now the chainring, it didn't say how big it was, but it looks tiny. So between the gearing on the back and this tiny chainring, I'm thinking we're gonna get some serious ghost pedaling. Okay, so, and then we have just regular plastic pedals right here. And then let me show you the brakes, okay? So for brakes, we have dual piston hydraulic with 180 millimeter rotors, and then they are Luckeep branded. So far, they feel really good, okay? And then like an easy lever here to take your tire on and off. This is really good if you're transporting your bike and then you just want to quickly remove the tire, you can do that. Now let's go up to the suspension. So we have an unbranded hydraulic suspension here. It has 70 millimeters of travel, and then we have 2 knobs. On this side, it's your preload, and right here we have your lockout. I'm antsy to go on a ride, but let me show you the cockpit first. We have rounded, grippy feeling grips, several buttons. One is for your front headlight. Then you have turn signals, left and right. I'll show them to you later. And the third one is the horn, and I can show you how it sounds right now. Very nice, very loud. Cars are going to hear you with that one, okay? So then we have your little control cluster right here. So this is to turn your bike on, all the way on the top, and this is your plus minus button. And then Luckeep added this phone mount, which it's really nice when companies do that. And it also has a USB charging port right here to charge on the go. Okay, so then in the center, we have this state-of-the-art display. It's beautiful, it works so well. Just keep in mind that the numbers, especially on the bottom, are gonna be really small. They're gonna be hard to see when you are on the go, but the most important numbers, the miles per hour and your pedal assist, you will be able to see. And then we have your battery bars. It tells you the time of day, and then it keeps track of your average speed or max speed. I really like this because instead of like having to press buttons to go through different settings, you can see all of the information right at your fingertips right there. And then to the right, we have your Shimano 8 gears right here. And then we have our Shimano paddle trigger shifters, which actually work really, really good. And then on the right here, we have a right twist, half twist throttle. And then on both sides, of course, we have your hydraulic brake levers that feel actually very good. And they are Luckeep branded. Let me show you how to turn the bike on first, because it didn't have the instructions on the manual. So I had a hard time at first, okay? But the good news, guys, is that this comes with an anti-theft alarm that you can also use as keyless on and off of your bike, okay? So let me show you the remote first. So to turn it on, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 little buttons here. So you're going to press the unlock button twice to make sure you remove the alarm first. So once, okay? And after you hear that sound, then you're gonna press twice on the button all the way down. 1, 2, do, re, mi sound. And now you woke up the bike, and now it's ready to be turned on. So come on over, John. And then you press the top button to turn it on. You leave it pressed for a little bit, for a few seconds, and then your beautiful state-of-the-art display will turn on and it's ready to ride. Now let me show you. So let's say you go on your ride, you finish, right? You turn it off with this button. Okay, now the display is off, and then you go to your remote again, and then you press the up button to lock it and also put the battery on. There we go, that means the battery's on. And then if an unauthorized user moves it, this is what's going to happen. So, oh yes, they're not gonna wanna take your bike. So, and then you stop it with a remote. Oh my God, this is an awesome piece of technology. I love it. This system also has the location function to find your e-bike. So you press the third find button and the bike will beep, pressing it now. If you can find your e-bike just like a car, this is so awesome. This bike also has cruise control. You press the minus button twice, then slowly turn the throttle to the right speed and hold it for 5 seconds. This will activate cruise mode. And to deactivate, just pull the brake lever. So I like when e-bikes have cruise control, but that you have to press some buttons to activate it instead of just activating automatically. I do not like that, okay? So this e-bike also comes with an app. It's called BikeWise Pro, and it looks like this. Here, you can see the percentage of battery, turn headlights, on, off, PAS, increase or decrease your speed limit, change units, calories burnt, odometer, trip time, and it even comes with a GPS, which is terrific. Now that you know all of this, let's go test this bike. This bike is for riders from 5'3" to 6'4", so a big range of heights, and this can totally do it. So if you put the seat all the way down, look how low it is. It's like half leg down for me. I'm 5'11" with a 32-inch inseam, lowest seat height. Look, I have a very crazy bend right there. And then, cool thing is that this seat post has measurements here. So if different family members are using it, you can remember where you set your height at, okay? So yeah, I mean, for me, I would set it around, I don't know, around there. And then very accessible step-through frame. Throw your leg here, get on the saddle. And this is how it fits me, 5'11" with a 32-inch inseam. Very comfortable. I'm gonna get proper leg extension right here. My reach from the saddle to the handlebars is really good. This is adjusted to my height and the length of my arms. But the cool thing here is that it comes with an adjustable stem. So John, coming over so we can see it. So there's like different numbers, same thing. So you can remember where to readjust it to your size. So I have it like right in the middle. So these are straight handlebars, but again, you can put them as forward or as upright as you want for comfort. Also, the saddle, look at this, the saddle is really comfortable, guys. So it's very squishy and it has the perfect width right here to accommodate your bum. And then in the front, it's pretty narrow and it's going to allow for comfortable pedaling. First riding impressions on the Luckeep X2. So obviously, as you saw, it's a step through. I'm 5'11", it's really easy to throw a leg, put your foot on the pedal and hop on the saddle and go. All right, so I've been riding this e-bike for a few miles here to get an idea of what this bike is about. So exciting to be testing a new e-bike in the channel. It's also pretty different because it has a torque sensor and it's a commuter style e-bike with narrow tires. And in this channel we review like mainly the fat tire e-bikes, also like the off-roading e-bikes. But anyway, so what can I say? The ride with this bike is really smooth. It feels very well tuned, good torque sensor here. And I mean, definitely, you know, with having the skinnier tires, the bike handles very different than the fat tires. And yeah, it's pretty maneuverable. I mean, you get the big diameter. These are 27.5. I'm gonna do some zigzags behind John here. Check out the maneuverability. But yeah, I mean, it feels quite nimble. I mean, you're just gonna do if you need a turn, if you need to do a U-turn, it's going to be a bigger turn radius with the 27.5-inch tires versus the 20-inch or even the 26-inch, 24-inch tires in diameter. But yeah, the width, the handlebars, they're nice and wide, so that allows for really good control. I like wide handlebar, guys. Yeah, because like sometimes the narrower handlebars, they make the bike seem a little squirrely. So yeah, not this. And then the handlebars are rounded. I kind of like them. They're grippy too. Pedals feel good. The saddle feels good. It's not super plush or anything. It's more on the harder side, but to me, it's comfortable and it has a good width to it. So it kind of like accommodates your whole butt in there on it. And yeah, I mean, power, it's going to feel different than a cadence sensor, guys, because with a cadence sensor, you can pedal, you can ghost pedal, you just have to rotate the cranks for the bike to go. With this one, if you ghost pedal, the bike is not going to give you any power. Okay, so you have to put pressure on the pedals to get the power from the bike. So like right now, if I pedal harder, it gives me more power. But if I'm just like this, doing this, I'm rotating them right now with no pressure, the motor isn't engaging. So those are the two differences. Torque sensors are a more refined system, and they're more expensive than cadence sensors, and it provides for a much more intuitive and natural riding experience. Cadence sensors, I prefer torque sensors. Cadence sensors can be fun, but if you really want to exercise and feel like you're riding an e-bike but that you have superpowers, torque sensor is the way to go. This is the acceleration test, 0 to 20, chronometer up on the screen, 1, 2, 3, go! Throttle only. Woo! Crouching down. All right. 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. Woo! Good job. Now this is the acceleration test, 0 to 20, but with pedal assist. Pedal assist 5, chronometer, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. And hey. All right, I think that felt faster on pedal assist than on the throttle. So guys, this is not an incredibly powerful acceleration by any means, but it's really smooth, gradual. That's the best word that I can use. It's very gradual and very smooth. Yes. All right, guys, top speed run, throttle only. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. Woo. So we had already done a top speed, but only got it up to 27 miles an hour. And I think the motor just needed to, because it's brand new, the motor needed to break in a little bit, because now I'm getting more. 29. Woo! 29.5. 30. 30.8. Oh, the curve here. Do the reactivity test. I like to do this with my bikes to see how fine-tuned the sensors are. In this case, the torque sensor. So I'm going to be doing it with pedal assist first and then with the throttle. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's immediate with the pedal assist. Oh, I love when bikes react like that. You know, some manufacturers say like they give you a laggy engagement of the motor for safety reasons. I think it's the other way around. It's not as safe, because if you're at a stoplight or something and you need to like get off fast off the line, you know, it's not good to have a lag, in my opinion. Okay, so now I'm gonna go as low as I can, and then we're gonna engage the throttle. 1, 2, 3, and throttle. It's like a half a second. Let me do it again, but I think it's faster on pedal assist, guys, to engage the torque sensor. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, and throttle. Yeah, it's like a half a second. Now, so I wanted to do the bouncing test for you guys. This is a front suspension. I'll put the travel up on the screen, but 1, 2, 3, and suspension. Yeah, you know, it feels like 70 millimeters of travel. Definitely feels more than 50. This is pretty good. It's a hydraulic front suspension, and it feels pretty good. Vueltas, to be honest. Let's see, a little bit more handling here, putting pressure on the pedals. Yeah, this bike is comfortable, guys. It's really comfortable. And then with that, it has an adjustable stem and the neck, so you can bring it up as high as you want for a more upright riding position, or you can lower it for a more forward position. So you have lots of ways to adjust your handlebars. Also, the pedal shifters, I really like pedal shifters, and they work great with the right half twist throttle. They are smooth, they are good. I don't see a brand here. I don't see oh, they are Shimano, of course. So yeah, they're nice and crisp. Your gears turn really well. Buttons, actually, it's all the details, right, that like make a whole, and they're important. But the buttons are reactive to your controllers. They have this like really soft, like plush feeling to them. The display is beautiful. It's a state-of-the-art display. Color, super nice and visible. Only thing is that because it's so small, the numbers are small. So, I mean, some of the numbers you're gonna have a hard time looking at while on the go, but the most important, which is your speed and your pedal assist, you can see no problem. Now, the pedaling on this bike is really comfortable. The seat post is really long, so I can bring it up to proper leg extension for me at 5'11" with a 32-inch inseam. Really, really good. Handlebars are nice and wide. I love how they handle. The control is excellent. I mean, and this bike, I'll put the current price up on the screen, but it definitely feels like it punches above its class. Guys, this is the brake test. Pedaling as hard as I can. 19, 20, and 22, and brake. Woo, really good stopping power. So we have Luckeep branded hydraulic brakes, as you can see here, dual piston, and it's 180 millimeter rotors. The width is normal, no problems with the stopping power, and this is with me just starting to use the bike. The more you ride it, the more you brake, the more the brakes are going to be bedding in, and you will get even better stopping power. So excellent. So what is powering this awesome e-bike? The motor is a 750 watt brushless rear hub motor, and it's unbranded, but it does peak at 1200 watts. Now, the battery that is nicely integrated, it's a Samsung UL2271 certified, and it's a 48 volt 20 ampere hour battery or 960 watt hours, and Luckeep estimates a range of anywhere from 60 to 80 miles. Now, guys, getting a UL certified battery is huge for safety and reliability standards. The whole bike is UL 2849, which provides fire safety certification by examining the electrical drivetrain, battery, and charger, which, by the way, the charger is a 3 amp fast charger, and it's going to take anywhere between 6 to 7 hours to charge from empty to full. Something else that's really special is that you can add a second battery right here on the top of the frame, and Luckeep gives you an option. It can be a 48 volt 15 ampere hour, 48 volt 20 ampere hour, or 48 volt 25 ampere hour battery. So there's plenty of battery to be had with this e-bike. This is the off-road test. Let's go. All right, so we're on a dirt trail, as you can see, and you know, it's bumpy, there's cracks. So this is an e-bike meant for the streets, but you know, if you have to cross a park or do some gravel trails, like fire trails, like, it's perfect because it does have the wide diameter tires at 26.5, so it's going to be able to roll over obstacles better than a shorter wheel. And it also has a pretty nice width of tires. To add to the comfort, it acts like a suspension. They are 2.4 wide, which I think it's a nice compromise. I mean, you don't get the comfort from the wider tires, you know, 3, 4, 4.5 inch tires, but it has its trade-offs. They're more maneuverable. I love right now, there's like some turns here, twists and turns, and it's handling great. Plus the width of the handlebars is actually, they're pretty wide. So yeah, good control here. Oh, it's really bumpy here. Ooh, good test. I can feel the front suspension working. I have it all the way open. And yeah, so far so good. Oh, puppy, thank you. Yeah, I feel nice and tall with these tires. I mean, it really feels like riding a bicycle with this one. You know, but obviously has a motor, but just the feel of it, the lightness, the maneuverability. Yeah, the handle's great. Now, I definitely feel the lack of rear suspension. Lately, I've been, oh, wow. Lately, I've been riding on, dual suspension e-bikes, and yeah, they provide with a lot of comfort. Now we're going to do a hill test. Little bit of a run start, throttle only. This one is pretty steep, guys. Oh my God. No problem going up. That was excellent. Let's go down now. Check the brakes, check the handling, and wow, perfect. Easy peasy. Good brakes here, hydraulic. Yeah, passes the off-road test. All right, guys, so these are my final thoughts. So what do I love about this e-bike? I am very impressed with all the features that you get. Okay, so I love the integrated, very sleek color display right in the center, state of the art, with a ton of functionality. I do like how comfortable the saddle is. The front suspension works really, really well. I love it. It comes with an alarm system. So, as you know, like e-bike theft is rampant. So that alarm system is going to help you to dissuade people from stealing it, and the keyless remote entrance. Now, I also love the price. I mean, you get so much bang for the buck for the price. I love that it comes with a torque sensor. Okay, so this is my jam for an e-bike. So if you guys watch my channel, on the one hand, I love the ultra powerful e-bikes, 52 volt, 60 volt, dual motors, like the 5-star with a crazy 1500 watt motor, blah, blah, blah. That's one. And then on the other hand, I love e-bikes like this. This e-bike really feels like riding a bicycle. Okay, so my background is a road cyclist, so it feels light, it feels nimble with the skinnier tires because I'm usually on the really fat, knobby tires. This is perfect for street riding. I also love to exercise, and I love that natural, smooth feeling of the torque sensor. I can really work out. Like I said, just makes it feel more like a bike. It's completely equipped. I mean, it even has turn signals. The horn is loud. Great. The brakes are great. I love the looks of it, the integrated battery. So there's just so many things that I like about it. A lot of things. Well, number one, the messy cabling on the front, like show them, John. This, messy. But you can use some zip ties or a tape and make it cleaner. And that's just such a tiny little detail. And then, but the biggest thing that I don't like here is the gearing. Okay, so with a cadence sensor, you can ghost pedal and the bike is gonna go. You cannot ghost pedal with this one, with a torque sensor. So, like I said, the pedals require power in order for the motor to engage. So if you can't give it the power because you don't have enough gearing to give that input to the bike, it's not gonna go. So this is just not meant for high-speed pedaling. So if you're gonna ride slow like we are right now, it's perfect. But for a little bit like medium to faster riding, this needs way bigger gearing. It needs a way bigger chain ring right here. And it's not double-sided. That's the other thing. I wish it was double-sided. It prevents the chain from dropping. And then the gearing in the back, this is 13 to 32. Again, it's just for the low-end gearing, it's fine. Like for climbing, it's great. But again, it's not good for high speeds. Other than that, guys, these are my thoughts. Those are my tests. I hope you love this review. So much fun doing it for you guys. I'm going to leave information on the top for an affiliate link so you can get a discount. You can get 10% off on this bike out of its already really good price. I'll put the current price up on the screen. Thank you so much for coming to check along another one of my videos. Always remember, whatever you're doing, happy riding!